Hi everybody, thank you for joining me for another week of story time. I'm Mr. Garrett, and we're going to get started with our weather forecast. So you can get your weather window out and we can do the weather together. Alright, so the last couple weeks we've had a lot of snow, but if you notice, this week it was kind of warmer than it has been. So we still have some snow on the ground, but it's melting a lot. So we've seen a lot more of the green grass and less snow. So I'm just going to put a little bit of snow over there. Thursday morning this week is supposed to be sunny. So I'll put the sun up in the blue sky. We have our green grass and a little bit of snow. And clouds, not so much. Maybe later, but it's supposed to just be mostly blue sky. The tree near my window is still just branches, no leaves yet. So look outside the window and see if the tree near your house has any leaves yet. We're watching now. It's getting closer to spring, so we might see some leaves soon. And look outside the window and see if our forecast came true. See if you see any clouds anywhere up in the sky. And you can use your weather window every day. Take it out and look outside the window and move the pieces around and tell the weather for every day. Alright, now we're going to do our story. Alright, so the story for this week is called Fabulous Fishes, written and illustrated by Susan Stockdale. Ooh, look at this fish. He is pretty fabulous, isn't he? Look at that. What do you notice about this fish? Let's see. I noticed that it's striped. Yeah, we have red and white stripes. So we have some ones that are kind of thick right here, and ones that are kind of thin back there. Yeah. So stripes, and what else do you notice about this fish? Hey, look at these things. Looks like the fins are kind of like little frills kind of coming out. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, and he lives in some sort of coral reef, maybe. Pretty interesting. So we're gonna meet a lot of interesting fish in this book. Special thank you to Peachtree Publishers for letting us read the story today. All right, ready? Round fish. Look at that. It's a round shape. Clownfish. What character you think of when you look at a clownfish? Nemo. Yeah, Finding Nemo. Yeah, these are the fish that are in that movie. Fish that like to hide. Can you see a fish in this picture? Point if you can see him. Oh, yeah, there he is. He's blending in with camouflage. The same color as the kelp, the seaweed. Striped fish. Spiked fish. Ooh. Striped and spiked. Ooh, they both have that I sound. Fish that leap and glide. What? They're not even in the water anymore. They're up in the air, kind of like birds. Looks like they're flying with these little... Their fins are almost like wings. Sandfish. Landfish. Ooh. Sand and land. Ooh, those are two words that rhyme. See, and do you know what this one's called? It's one of my favorite fish. He's a mud skipper. So he walks out of the water and he just kind of uses his fins and walks around in the mud. It's pretty cool. Ooh, fish that flash their lights. Whoa. And these are called lanternfish. You know why they're called lanternfish? Maybe because they have lights? Yeah, they have lights on their bellies. This is the part of the ocean where it's really dark. See, the water's all with no light. So they light up in the water. Speckled fish. Ooh, look at that. Spotted fish. Ooh, they have different markings on their fins. Fish with tails curled tight. Ooh, do you know what this is? Seahorse. Yeah. Those are pretty cool. They look kind of like they're bumpy. Shiny fish. Spiny fish. Ooh, that's our fish from the cover. And this is a lionfish. Can you guess why it's a lionfish? Yeah, I think it's because like the fins are kind of like, they look like a mane, like the hair on the lion coming out. Cool. And shiny and spiny, those are no two words that rhyme. Fish that hitch a ride. Ooh, hitching a ride. They're taking a ride on the... So these little fish are kind of like attaching to the big whale shark. So they don't have to swim around, they can just kind of sit. Flatfish. Catfish. Ooh, flat and cat. Ooh, no two words that rhyme. Yeah, I think this is probably called a catfish because he has the whiskers coming out. Fish that ride the tide. Ooh, ride and tide. Another two words that rhyme. And look, these fish are kind of coming onto the beach. It's weird, huh? Fish that swim in numbers. In a group, in a little school of fish. And fish that swim alone. Look, it's a swordfish. No matter what they look like, they call the water home. Look, and we have someone else in the water. Who's that? Yeah, a little kid. Yeah, looks like she's snorkeling in the water, looking at the fish. Cool. The end. And we have all these fish in the back, the ones that we saw in our story, and has information about all of them. So you can learn even more if you want. The end. Alright, so if you have your craft bag, you can take that out now and get some paper and some crayons and glue if you have it handy, and we're gonna make some fish together. So you can take that out now, and we're gonna use all these really cool pieces of paper to make some fish. So in your bag this week, you'll notice that you have a bunch of pieces of paper. So there's a big one like this that's shaped like a fish, and this is the body, and this is the tail fin, and then we have all these other smaller pieces. So if you don't have these, you can get a piece of paper and crayons ready, and also if you have some glue, you can get that ready. And let's take a look at what we have in here. We have these things, and this is kind of like a semicircle, like a half circle. So if you put two of these together, it kind of looks like a circle or an oval, but it's a half of one. And I figured these could be like the scales on the fish, so you can arrange them like this. So we'll get to that in a minute. And we have also these kind of long rectangle shapes. And I was thinking we could kind of do some different things with that too. Because remember the lionfish in the book had all those things kind of coming out like that. So you could do something like that. So first I'm gonna put these over here. I'm just gonna glue my fish onto a piece of paper. And you don't have to glue the fish onto a piece of paper. If you want to just have them free, just kind of around like this, you can also do that. But I'm gonna add my fish to a paper. There we go. Now I'm gonna choose which scales I want to do. And I think I'm gonna leave these over here for now. I think I have to decide what design I want on the fish. So I think I'm gonna make some stripes, some red and green stripes. So I'm gonna start at the back, and I'm just gonna glue this right here. I'm gonna make another one right here. And you can do whatever you want. You can start to glue the scales and things onto your fish, and just kind of use your imagination. And you can also draw some things onto the fish afterward too. But just start to glue some things on the fish the way you want them. You don't have to do stripes. You could do another pattern. You could do like kind of like a little checkerboard pattern if you want. But I'm just gonna do some stripes. Let's see. So I'm gonna do another row of green right here. Just did two back here, but this is a little wider. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Keep doing that. Just like that. And then I think I'm gonna do one more row of red. I'm gonna need at least 3, I think, for this. So let's see how many I have. You start to think about what you would call your fish too, because each fish has an interesting name. Remember the lionfish? There was the lanternfish, because it looks like has a light like a lantern. There was the catfish. It looks like a cat. What do you think this could be? We could call this maybe the Christmas fish. It has a Christmas colors, or could just be the striped fish. Oh. And now I'm gonna make a row of purple up here. Depending on what colors you have in your bag, you can make different colors. Maybe you have like a bright lime green color. I think a couple people got those. Maybe you have like a pink color. Just gonna do that. All right. Now, maybe you already did this, but I'm gonna start to add some little fins like this. Let's see. I'm gonna add, I think, one up here, and that's kind of the red color. And I think I'm gonna add one down here like this. I think that's all I want to do. I have these left over, and you can use all of those if you want. But I think I'm done with this fish. I think that's all I want to add. Now, I'm going to add some details right here. Add an eye, like that. Let's see, maybe some lines back here for the tail fin. Let's see, maybe a little mouth in the front right there. Cool. Now, I have all this white space around it, so I think I'm going to draw a little bit. So I think I'm going to pretend that we have some seaweed right here, like that. So color it in a little bit, because my fish is underwater. Let's see. I think of another thing to add. Oh, maybe some coral. I'm gonna add some coral in the back right here. Like maybe in a coral reef somewhere. There we go. Let's see, and what else? Maybe another fish is in the background right here. A different color. Let's see, maybe there's some seaweed in the back. It's smaller in the back. It's further away. There we go. Cool. I'm going to add some bubbles too. There we go. Just going like kind of blub blub blub. Nice. All right, and that's my picture. You can keep adding things to it. You can make your fish however you want it to look. But this is how I made it. So you can keep making your picture and thinking about what you'd find underwater. I hope you enjoyed that activity. So next week, we'll be back at the same time, 10:30 on Thursday on our YouTube channel. We're going to read another book called Sign Off by Stephen Savage. So you can probably guess why it's called Sign Off. We have a sign and something's leaping off the sign. It's a book without any words, so we're going to tell the story with just the pictures. So that'll be really fun. So that'll be next week. You can come to the library to get a bag with the craft materials and bring those home, and we'll do that next week. Right after this, you can check out the slide with information about an organization called Providence Promise. They're a really great organization in Providence that helps with saving for college, and they also do a lot of really great family engagement programs and activities. So if you're interested, there'll be some information on that. So definitely check that out. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Get some fresh air if you can, if it stays warm, and stay safe, and I hope to see everyone really soon. Take care, everyone.